Well, first of all, I mean, it's great that the supporters were here for the first PSL game for, is it 5 years? 2 years? PSL game? Yeah. Yeah, no, Glad Africa's not PSL. And it was good that we got a win on that. But yeah, at half time, look, we went more of attacking. We went with the 3-4-3 to start with. I'm actually not comfortable playing three at the back because I believe in my fullbacks and my wingers can add something. But I went with three defenders so we could go basically 3-7 attacking. And then I think they had the one shot where we didn't deal with the long throw-in and it was an half chance from Evidence, and then the free kick. I'm screaming at February to be alive because the only way they were going to score today, as I've said to them a lot of times, from a set piece. And with about 10 minutes to go in the first half, I went back to the back four. And I think Masondra at the bar in the first half. Caletso could have had a chance. I think we've had a shot that's just gone wide. And we come in at half time, 1-0 down. And there's Wanda Seeley, he didn't want to be captain. Last night I had to tell him, you're captain. He tried to pass it on to Sassman, he tried to pass it on to January, I call him January, I don't call him February. He tried to pass it on to February, tried to pass it on to Masonda. I said, no, you're my captain. And at half time, I knew I had to change it. I need to be more of an attacking options. So I'm looking at the bench and I'm thinking, Coupe, Grant did nothing wrong, neither did Caletso, but I didn't think it was happening with those three. And I was going to bring on Mbele, and I was going to bring on Wambi, to replace Coupe and Grant. And my captain, Wanda Seeley, said, Coach, we need experience. We need players that can work forward and work backwards. And Musa and Cheeseboy, the captain, we need them. We need them, And then we went 2-0 down, and I turned around to Fanny. I says, "This is going to cost me my job," But the thing that we've got here is a great team spirit, a great togetherness. And yes, we've not been winning games, but we've been dominating games. We've been the better teams in all the games since I've arrived at this club. But we've not been able to get that winning goal. And again, when they scored the second goal, again from our mistake, we don't give up. And I kept telling the players, keep going, keep pressing. But before the game, in a team meeting, I said, look, Masonda, his confidence is low. Outside the box, he's not a good player. But inside the box, you've got to give him service. You've got to give him the right delivery. You've got to put the ball in for him to finish, and he'll finish it. And I said to him before the kick-off, I said, listen, we know the issues, we know the confidence, but go out and score an hat-trick. What do you do? He doesn't score an hat-trick, So I know what he can do. But, yeah, I mean, you have to listen to your players sometimes because they know the players more than I do. They've been playing with them more than I do, and like I say, it's a decision. I'm happy to go with what my captain said, and it worked. The first goal we got back, you could see, the fire in the bellies and their eyes lit up, and I knew we were going to get the second goal. And when we got the second goal, it was just a matter of time before we got the third goal. And you can't fault these players for their effort, their energy, and the way they play. Yes, they're going to make mistakes. Yes, Camo should have scored him, with the last dying kick. He's got to do better. But all round, even the guys on the bench, you could see the togetherness. And like I say, it's still early doors. We've still got 4 more cup finals to go. We've got to prepare now for Amazulu and their former coach Brendan. And hopefully this will give us the momentum that we need to start and win the next 4 games.
Good. This kind of crop of players that you have, what's special about the game? You have the captain coaching you, just suggesting, voicing out this to work with. What's special about this group of players that you have here at St. Because the energy that they displayed today in front of the fans, again, Swans being one of the traditional big teams. You know, it's just quite special thing, the atmosphere in the stadium, how special are they actually?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, in my opinion, we've dominated all the games that we've played. Even when we lost to Sundowns, we dominated them. We dominated Royal AM in the Cup, in the league, and we lost both goals 1-0. What I see every day is an energy and an enthusiasm, but they don't believe in themselves. They underestimate what they can do, how they can play, how they can do things. They make decisions. Decisions sometimes, well, not sometimes, have killed us, you know, because we make poor decisions in and around the penalty area. Today, we made the right decisions, especially in the second half. You know, and I'll reiterate this, Musonda's confidence has been very, very low because he's not been playing. You know, and I understand there's things I know that not the public do not know, but that's staying in-house. You know, and it's affected a lot of players' confidence, it's affected a lot of players' belief. You know, but what I see every day is what I want them to do in the game, and they did it today. They did it last week against, who did we play last week? Not Maritzburg. We drew 1-1.
1-1,
Yeah.
Maritzburg.
Maritzburg, and then we drew at home. Last away game.
No.
We drew against Maritzburg. Who did we play after that?
Gallants.
Gallants, yeah. You know, we came away with a point when we've thrown away 2. Same at Chipper. We came with no points. We threw away 3. Same in the cup against Chipper. We didn't qualify for the semi-finals. Same as Maritzburg. You know, we missed 2 tap-ins. But the players, you know, I think they like what we do. I think they like what I do. You know, I give them respect. I give them the opportunity to express themselves. You know, they frustrate the hell out of me at times when we miss chances. But today, like I said, Musonda was Musonda. That's the striker I know and love. You know, and hopefully now it can continue.
Compared to some of the previous relegation battles that you've had, and also with the group that you've had, what's different with this kind of group?
Wow, that's a good question. I think they've underachieved in games where player for player, 11v11, they've always had the same attitude to trust me, to believe in me. But this bunch have done it in a way of playing football, of playing attacking football, of playing penetrating football. And I think that's the difference. Leopards, we scrapped, we fought, we knew we had to, I knew we had a good squad. Same at Baroka, same at TTM. But the way we play and the attitude that we play at, we go out there not wanting to lose. Unfortunately, we've let ourselves down in front of goal. And again, you know, we should have buried Maritzburg by 4. We should have, Malinga should have scored 4 goals against Sundowns. You know, we should have buried Royal AM in Durban. We should have buried Royal AM here in the cup. Maritzburg, again, sorry, not Maritzburg, Gallants, they had 1 shot and scored 1 goal. You know, and we had opportunities that we need to do better. And we did it today. We never give up. And that's the character of the players. Show them that you believe in them. Show them that you trust them. And they'll run through brick walls for you. Baroka did it. TTM did it. And Lepers did it before. And I'm never going to criticise any of my players. My staff have been fantastic. We've got hard-working staff that could lose their jobs if Swallows go down. We don't want to go down. We don't want to be back in the NFD. No disrespect to the NFD. You know, and the only way we're going to do it is if we maintain the momentum now on the back of coming back from 2-0 down I'm making sure that we win the game, kill the game. And if you went into the dressing room now, you know, that's what you want every game. That's what you want every game. And you know, I thank everybody that's involved in Swallows FC, you know, for giving me the opportunity to enjoy my football. You know, and that's the beauty of football, enjoyment.
Coach, is saving jobs the biggest motivation for survival? And one of the main reasons why the motivating factor for survival?
No, not really. It's giving the players the opportunity to do better. You know, everybody says that Swallows on paper has got a good team. Everybody says that individually you've got good players. But at the end of the day, you've got to go and prove it. You've got to go and show it. You've got to go and do it. You know, and if you do it individually, you're never going to win. If you do it collectively, and your work ethic is the right work ethic, which our work ethic is right, because we just take the game to the other teams. You see today, Baroka only counter-attacked today. You know, after 20 minutes, they sat back, and, you know, when they got the first goal, then they started going down, you know, the usual. Then they started time wasting, the usual. But, you know, we kept going. And you have to break them teams down by keeping the ball and moving the ball, and that's what we're good at. And we've got to continue doing that now. This result means nothing if we don't get 3 points against Amazulu. This result means nothing if we don't get 3 points against Chippa. So, we're not safe yet. We're not out of the woods. Maritzburg looking over the shoulder. Chippa's looking over the shoulder. Galaxy are looking over the shoulder. Baroka is still not out of it. Baroka is still not out of it. You know, but 5 games with the 3 previous teams, I was in the same situation. I needed 7 points. 2 went to the last game, Cape Town City and Chiefs. 1 was the game before with TTM. I don't ever want to go through that again. I don't want these players to experience that, because it's bloody horrible. It's bloody horrible. But if them players listen and trust what we do, then they should be safe. And then the rebuild starts for next season. And because Swallows, they need to be in that top 6, not in the bottom. But they said when you come to a club at the bottom of the league, you've got to change the mentality, you've got to change the focus, you've got to change their desire to win games. And we've done all that without winning games. You know, and if anybody wants to tell me any different, they can come and watch the videos and see how many chances we don't take. Today we took them.
Just briefly,
Yeah.
Coach, that hug with the coach Tobijani, I know you've been at the same club. Does that show the spirit between coaches, that as much as you're fighting there and you're all trying to avoid relegation, but you're still there?
You have to support each other, because it's a very, very tough environment that you're in. At the end of the day, you're the one who gets fired. You're the one who's going to be answering to the chairman. You know, at half time, we're 2-0 down. You know, what's my chairman thinking? You know, I'll never give up. You know, as I said to the players, just keep going. You know, keep believing and keep going. I said to Andy, don't drop. Keep Musa pushed in, let Cheese Boy run around, and we'll get the goal. We'll get the goal. Ketu, when he come on, he can beat anybody, but sometimes he'll make a mistake and come inside and lose the ball. Today he didn't. He went outside, then cut inside and supplied Musonda. But you have to show your fellow coaches respect. You know, and it's important, because one day you might be in that same situation, but you need somebody to put your arm around you and say, listen, just keep going. Keep going.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.